Hey everyone, JSD Cool here, and welcome to another episode of Cool Craft Season 4. In the last episode, we built up some stuff around the industrial district here, and yeah, it still is a big dome and a big wall, so I think it held up pretty well. But also, we put in some beacons and expanded the roads a little bit. Not too much, though, happened as... I don't know. I was in the middle of doing other things, like making an update to my game, which has now gone live. You know, check it out. There's a link to it to the site in the description. Anyhow, in this episode, I am going to be tackling this ocean monument here and building a guardian farm. I've already brought some resources over here to get ready to build this, although notably I haven't built another portal here, so I've had to like fly here from my base every single time. It does take a while. But yeah, interesting fact. Gosh dang, mining fatigue. Interesting thing about this ocean monument, though, that I've noticed is I actually haven't raided this one for sponge yet, which means the Elder Guardians are still, in fact, around and alive, and there are 2 actual sponge rooms in here that have yet to be raided. Considering this is in the ocean that is west of my base, I thought I raided this one already, but apparently I haven't, which is interesting. So yeah, first things first, let's get into a quick little time-lapse of me getting rid of all the Elder Guardians here. Alright, that was pretty easy, and I apparently forgot about recording the first Guardian. Oh well. Whoops. But yeah, now it's time we go in and collect the sponges. So, yeah. Well, let's do that. Sponge collection is complete, and we got a whole extra stack in, plus 3, which is actually a little bit interesting. This doesn't actually include the ones we got from the Elder Guardian, because usually I'm pretty sure there's like 32 in every sponge room, so that's actually a little bit of a welcome addition there. Anyhow, the Ocean Monument has, I guess, like part from the gold blocks, but I have shulker boxes of gold blocks, so I don't exactly need those. So, Ocean Monument has essentially been rated for all it's good for. Now I think it's time that we can start constructing the machine that will replace the Ocean Monument. That's actually really bad wording. I don't know how to describe it. Anyhow, it's the same thing we did in Season 2. We're not doing what we did last season, because that was a little bit overkill and took way too long. Alright, this machine has been constructed, and before I forget, this was designed by Il Mango a shit ton of years ago, so, yeah, I'm pretty sure this was designed in 1.12.2, so yeah, or just 1.12 in general. And yeah, we're now in 1.18, so it's been a while. I'm pretty sure it still works, though, but, yeah, something that didn't exist in 1.12, but does exist now, which does slightly complicate this machine, but I guess what are you gonna do is, yeah, there's now kelp and seagrass all over the monument, so I gotta do that, or gotta remove all that. Although something that I did add to this that wasn't in the original is this kind of line of hoppers over here that takes any of the excess sand that falls off there and just pipes it right back around over here and feeds it in a priority back into the system. I can see that being very, very useful. So anyhow, now I gotta remove all the seagrass and kelp. That's gonna take a while. I only have 2 potions sets left, so that's gonna be interesting. Seagrass and kelp have been removed from the top of the Ocean Monument, and I guess 1 block perimeter surrounding it, which means that there should be no obstacle to the sand falling on this thing anymore. And, which is good, because that means we're pretty much ready to run it. However, there's only one last thing that we have to do, which is actually, bring a ton of sand over here. Now, in the last episode, I did set up the sand dupers at the end to just pack into everything into shulker boxes, and they did that for like a couple hours, and I got a ton of sand, probably more than I'll ever use. So, yeah, I guess now we just go get that, or a lot of those shulker boxes, bring them back here and fill those chests up. So let's do that. Alright, I have loaded up most of these chests with sand, and, yeah, I'm now ready to go through the first wet run, dry run, how would I describe that? Anyway, do the first run of this thing, see if it works. I gotta shovel a driveway anyway, there's been a lot of snow recently, so yeah, let's get into another replay, partly for diagnostics, and partly because, I don't know, it looks cool when this thing's running, so yeah, let's go. Over 12 hours after I started doing this, seriously, I started this, when, like 10 a.m. when I went out to shovel some snow. It was still going the next morning at 7 a.m., so that took a while. But yeah, apparently, over here we ran out of sand to actually do this. And now, considering my inventory's full of sand, I am a little concerned that, hey, maybe we somehow got slightly moved and weren't placing sand the whole time, but considering that this is mostly complete, maybe not. But anyhow, we have a bunch of sand in inventory. Don't know if it'll be enough, but I feel like for the rest of this, I'll just place it in by hand. Don't need to do anything fancy with using this machine anymore. It's pretty much done its job, and I think it's done it well enough. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then, then I think, well, gonna have to actually remove the sand. That's the hard part, I think. Anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna get doing that and stop rambling. Sand has been removed from the top of the ocean monument. That took a decent amount of time. I upgraded my shovel to netherite just so that I didn't break it. And yeah, actually put as much of the sand as I could back into the shelter boxes here. And can't tell if it's just that much sand is still in the walls or what. But yeah, so next step is to remove the water from the inside and then just remove in general the ocean monument. So yeah, let's get into that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go buy some stuff from Super Tyler Man in order to do that. No water here. Well, not anymore at least. That took a little while. But yeah, I've removed all the water. Alright, let's set up some beacons and get removing the rest of the stuff in this area. Monument has been removed. Now it's time to actually build the farm itself. Now I've been thinking about what I'm doing for this farm because there's so many different options available. I think I know what I'm gonna do. So I think I'm going to build the same design I built in Season 2 and, I don't know, sometime at the end of Season 1, which is the design that Iskall made, like, what, 4 years ago now? 3, 4 years ago? Man, this design's getting old. But I'm going to slightly modify it, add a bit more to it. So, yeah. Not going to time-lapse this one, as I feel like they've already had 2 time-lapses in this episode. Let's just do it. Construction of the farm itself has been completed. Now, I wasn't able to decide whether I like this height or this height better, which specifically the difference here is 2 blocks of space at the top here versus like, well, no block. I guess there's an extra block of space here. That's the only difference. I don't know if I like it better, but I did make, I guess, a mistake about making this whole thing too tall anyway, because like it's above where guardians can spawn and crap. But yeah, that doesn't really matter. But yeah, I have yet to actually do anything but just dig the drop chute here for the killing chamber. Hey, there's a guardian just dying there. But yeah, so now I guess oh, get out of my inventory, okay? Stay over there. There. Now I guess what I gotta do is I gotta like build like the storage system down here. Did I just get hit by that thing being dead? What the heck? Anyway, yeah. And I think for an AFK platform, I might actually just go into the air for that, because that seems a little bit simpler than dealing with caves. I didn't actually know there was a cave down here. I was just like, oh, there's gonna be caves beneath me. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I just put in the AFK platform up here, above the farm, and increased my entity render distance a little bit, and oh my gosh, that is a lot of guardians that are attempting to go down. Like, this farm is very efficient, apparently. I did not realize. I haven't even done optimization thing. An entity spawning optimization I meant to do, so I gotta also do that, but wow. This is efficient. Alright, a couple quick things have happened here. I don't know if they're actually quick, but you know, a couple things have happened here. So first of all, I have expanded the drop chute in the middle here to be a 4x4 hole instead of a 2x2 hole, and these guys fall in much quicker now. They don't get like jammed up, jumping between sides or anything. They just fall straight down, which is great. Additionally, I have dug a hole in one of the pillars for the ocean monument here, going all the way down to where bedrock used to be, well, basically where bedrock used to be, and ignore the note blocks here, but I put in the output and collection system here. So on both sides of this hole here, apparently I still was able to pick some crap up. Oh, okay. There are droppers which have been fed, have the output of the farm fed into them, that then go and shoot their drops down through this water stream here, cross some item filters here. Then once the items are sorted out of those filters, it comes down here into the shulker box loaders here, and then gets sorted into various different, well, just different shulker boxes for the different materials here. Now I've only loaded each of these up with 12 boxes so far. The shards and crystal ones will be loaded up with a lot more later, but for now I've only loaded up with 12 because that's all I can do. And the fish here, which will probably only ever be 12 per slot because we really don't need that much fish. But yeah, as you can see, whole thing is working, and I'm probably gonna AFK for a little while now because this project basically finished. Only took me like a week to do this. Actually, it's taken me less than a week fully to do this entire thing here, compared to last season where it took me like 2 months to build the farm. It was just like the perimeter for the farm itself, not even the farm. So yeah, it's going much right. Anyhow, next up, you know, the Super Bowl's getting quite close. You know what that means! Right, it's been another day, and I've completely outstocked the shulker boxes. All the shulker boxes that were fed into the system have all been used up. And like, that's a lot of shulker boxes. I don't think I'm ever going to need to AFK here again, but you know, just in case, I'm probably going to go find a crafting table, because I don't think I have one anywhere near here. And, yeah, start making a whole bunch of sea lanterns then. You know, that's the real reason why we came here. Kickoff has happened, and you know what that means. It's time for the last remaining annual prank that I do on this server, because apparently the other ones have died. That's right, it is time for the Super Bowl Sunday base prank. And this year, we're going back to the roots and doing kind of what we did in the first year, but better, bigger and better in the bigger and better base by Jared E. Cool. That's right. We're back here, and we're building some giant logos and also some other stuff in this base. So let's get into a time lapse. Although this time I'm doing it alone. Unfortunately, no one else is around because I don't know. Maybe they're watching a football game or something. I'm not sure. Anyhow, let's get to the pranking. Prank has been completed, because I guess this is what I'm doing. And hey, halftime's next, so it took me half the game to do this. What do you know? It's been like an hour and a half. Woo. Anyhow, yeah, just like team colors everywhere, and of course the team logos. But yeah, I'd say pretty good prank. It might take them a while to clean this one up, and hopefully that was a good time lapse, because yeah, I don't know, I haven't edited it yet. Anyhow, I don't know what I'm doing next. We'll see. Alright, it is the next day, and I have just finished editing the video up till now. And I must say, apparently something's changed in replay mod that now kind of makes Lightmatica kind of work with it. So it actually like renders parts of schematics that show up in replay mod, which I didn't find out until I rendered the time lapse that you just saw, and that was not gonna get rendered again because I'm gonna put in here. Yeah, it's the next day. Jared E. Cool has removed some of the prankage, as you can see, not all of it. And he was actually online during the whole thing. He just was AFK. Fortunately, I forgot to take a backup before I logged off for the day. So yeah, I ended up not being able to get the whole prank on a backup. Oh well. That doesn't matter. But anyhow, I think that's going to be all for this episode. In the next episode, I will be working on my base, probably filling out downtown. I actually want to kind of get that place finished up. Anyhow, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Check out the Discord link in the description. And I will see you all in the next episode of Coolcraft Season 4. Bye!